Most seniors who choose the wrong nuts believe they are making smart choices for their health, but the reality is far more concerning than anyone realizes. The dangerous nuts that seniors consume daily are silently undermining their physical well-being. These effects become apparent only after months or years of regular consumption. When I dove deep into senior nutrition mistakes, the findings were truly alarming. Here is the truth that will completely change how you think about nuts and health over 60. 4 of the most commonly recommended nuts are actually sabotaging your body's natural ability to maintain strength and stability. These nuts that aging adults trust are creating inflammation and reducing circulation. They contribute to the very problems you are trying to prevent. This represents one of the most shocking facts in senior nutrition. The evidence shows these harmful nuts work against your body's recovery systems. They make it harder to bounce back from physical activity. Specific varieties are directly linked to weakening legs in seniors. This affects your balance and confidence when walking or climbing stairs. These dangerous foods for people after 60 hide behind a reputation for being healthy. Today, we are exposing these 4 nuts you must eat and 4 you should never touch through recent research. I will show you exactly which 4 nuts are undermining your vitality, plus the 4 that may restore your strength. Number 1. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts rank among the best nuts for building muscle strength after 60 because they address one of the most overlooked nutritional gaps in older adults. Energy crashes that leave you feeling drained by afternoon and the sluggish recovery that makes simple activities feel exhausting both stem from the same underlying issue. Your body is not getting the minerals it desperately needs to function properly. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing essential nutrients from food. This creates deficiencies that compound over time. The digestive system slows down. Stomach acid production decreases. The intestinal lining becomes less permeable to key minerals. This creates a perfect storm where even a balanced diet fails to provide adequate nutrition for optimal muscle function and energy production. Brazil nuts contain exceptionally high levels of selenium. This trace mineral plays a crucial role in maintaining muscle health and supporting cellular energy production. When selenium levels drop, muscle fibers lose their ability to contract efficiently. This leads to weakness, trembling, and that heavy feeling in your legs that makes stairs feel like mountains. These foods that support senior muscle strength work differently than typical protein sources. They target the cellular machinery responsible for energy production. Just 1 Brazil nut daily provides your complete selenium requirement, but timing matters significantly. Consume 1 nut with your morning meal to maximize absorption and maintain steady levels throughout the day. Never exceed 2 nuts daily, as selenium toxicity can occur with excessive intake. Research shows Brazil nuts support mitochondrial function, the powerhouses within your cells that generate energy. This cellular support translates into improved endurance, faster recovery from physical activity, and reduced fatigue during daily tasks. Number 2. Pistachios. Pistachios may help with blood flow issues like cold hands, numb feet, or tired legs when you stand up fast. These issues become increasingly common after 60. These specific nuts may help improve blood flow for older adults because they contain nutrients that support healthy circulation. This makes pistachios particularly effective for restoring proper blood flow throughout your body. Blood vessels naturally lose flexibility as we age, becoming stiffer and narrower over time. The smooth muscle cells lining your arteries gradually thicken. The elastic fibers that allow vessels to expand and contract begin to break down. This process reduces your cardiovascular system's ability to deliver oxygen-rich blood to your muscles, brain, and extremities efficiently. The result is cold feet, mental fog, muscle fatigue, and that sensation of heaviness in your legs that makes walking feel more difficult than it should. Pistachios contain specific compounds called flavonoids and healthy fats that help counteract these age-related changes in your vascular system. These nuts that fight inflammation reduce inflammation within blood vessel walls, allowing them to relax and widen more effectively. The potassium in pistachios also helps regulate blood pressure by balancing sodium levels. This further supports healthy circulation throughout your body. Research shows that nuts can improve circulation when consumed consistently over time. Pistachios show particularly strong results for improving blood flow to the legs and brain. A daily serving of 1 ounce, roughly 30 pistachios, provides optimal benefits without excess calories. Choose unsalted, dry-roasted varieties to avoid the sodium that can counteract circulation benefits. Eat them mid-morning or as an afternoon snack to maintain steady nutrient levels. Foods that improve circulation include pistachios because they support nitric oxide production. This molecule signals blood vessels to relax and expand. This improved blood flow translates into warmer hands and feet, clearer thinking, and increased stamina during physical activities. Number 3. Peanuts. Peanuts tackle the muscle weakness and blood sugar swings that drain your energy and make simple tasks feel overwhelming after 60. Understanding why peanuts can be nutritious snacks for people over 60 requires recognizing how your body's protein needs increase as you age. This creates nutritional gaps that most people do not realize they have. Your protein needs actually increase after 60, not decrease as many assume. This happens because your body becomes less efficient at processing and utilizing the protein you consume. The digestive enzymes that break down protein decline in both quantity and effectiveness. Your muscles develop what researchers call anabolic resistance. Basically, they become harder to stimulate for growth and repair. This creates a situation where you need more high-quality protein to maintain the same muscle mass you had in your 40s and 50s. Peanuts provide a unique combination of complete proteins and complex carbohydrates that work together to stabilize blood sugar while supporting muscle maintenance. Unlike many food choices that aging adults make that cause energy spikes followed by crashes, peanuts release their energy slowly and steadily. This sustained release prevents the afternoon fatigue that forces many seniors into naps or makes them feel sluggish during evening activities. The recovery time from physical activity increases dramatically when your body lacks adequate protein building blocks. Simple activities like gardening, walking upstairs, or carrying groceries can leave you sore for days instead of hours when your nutrition foundation is weak. Peanuts address this by providing essential amino acids that your muscles need for repair and regeneration. Choose dry-roasted, unsalted peanuts to maximize benefits while avoiding excess sodium and unhealthy oils. A quarter-cup serving provides optimal protein without overwhelming your digestive system. Eat them between meals to maintain steady blood sugar levels throughout the day. Number 4. Almonds. Almonds address the joint stiffness and muscle cramping that makes mornings feel like a battle, and nighttime leg cramps that jolt you awake. These issues stem from magnesium deficiency, a widespread problem among older adults that worsens with age but remains largely undiagnosed. Understanding why almonds can support muscle health in seniors requires examining how your body's ability to absorb and retain minerals changes as you get older. Magnesium deficiency becomes increasingly common after 60 because your kidneys begin excreting more of this vital mineral, while your digestive system absorbs less from food. Medications commonly prescribed to seniors, including diuretics for blood pressure and proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, further deplete magnesium stores. Chronic stress, which affects many seniors dealing with health concerns or life transitions, causes your body to burn through magnesium reserves even faster. This creates a perfect storm where your muscles and joints suffer from inadequate mineral support. Your muscles rely on magnesium to relax properly after contracting. Without sufficient levels, muscle fibers remain partially contracted, leading to the chronic tension and stiffness that makes simple movements painful. This explains why your hands feel stiff when you wake up, why your back aches after sitting, and why leg cramps strike without warning during sleep. Magnesium also regulates calcium absorption, ensuring this bone-building mineral goes where it belongs instead of accumulating in soft tissues where it causes inflammation. Raw almonds provide the most bioavailable form of magnesium, unlike roasted varieties that have been exposed to high heat that can damage mineral content. Choose organic, unsalted almonds and soak them overnight to improve digestibility and mineral absorption. A daily serving of 24 almonds delivers substantial magnesium without excess calories. Current research positions almonds as cornerstones of any effective senior health nutrition guide because they support multiple body systems simultaneously. Now that you understand which nuts actively support your health after 60, we need to address the other side of this equation. The following 4 nuts might surprise you because they're often recommended as healthy choices, but they can actually work against your body's needs as you age. Number 1. Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts create digestive sluggishness and weight management challenges that become particularly problematic after 60 when your metabolism naturally slows down. These nuts that cause inflammation in seniors stem from their exceptionally high fat content. This places an enormous burden on an aging digestive system that is already working less efficiently than it did in younger years. Your metabolic rate decreases by approximately 2 to 3% each decade after age 30. This means your body burns calories much more slowly in your 60s than it did in your 40s. This slower metabolism struggles to process the dense concentration of fats found in macadamia nuts. They contain more calories per ounce than almost any other nut variety. When your body cannot efficiently break down these heavy fats, they create a cascade of inflammatory responses throughout your system. The inflammation triggered by excessive fat consumption manifests in multiple ways that seniors often mistake for normal aging. Your joints become stiffer and more painful, particularly in the morning or after periods of inactivity. This happens because the inflammatory compounds released during fat digestion travel through your bloodstream and accumulate in joint tissues. This creates conditions that make nuts a serious concern for maintaining mobility and comfort when they cause joint inflammation in seniors. Macadamia nuts also disrupt your body's natural hunger and satiety signals. Their rich fat content can suppress your appetite for hours, leading to missed meals and unbalanced nutrition patterns. This irregular eating schedule further slows your already compromised metabolism. This creates a cycle where weight management becomes increasingly difficult despite eating less overall food. The digestive strain from processing these high-fat nuts often leads to bloating, discomfort, and irregular bowel movements that can persist for days after consumption. Your gallbladder, which produces bile to break down fats, works overtime when you eat macadamia nuts. Number 2. Walnuts. Walnuts present inflammatory responses and oil rancidity concerns that place them firmly among nuts that people should avoid after 60, despite their reputation as a brain-healthy food. The omega-3 fatty acids that give walnuts their health claims become problematic when they oxidize. They turn from beneficial nutrients into inflammatory compounds that can worsen joint pain and cognitive fog in older adults. The delicate polyunsaturated fats in walnuts spoil rapidly when exposed to light, heat, or air. This creates rancid oils that your body treats as toxins. This rancidity often occurs before you can taste or smell it, meaning you might consume oxidized fats without realizing it. Your immune system responds to these damaged fats by triggering inflammatory processes throughout your body. This particularly affects your cardiovascular system and brain tissue. This inflammatory cascade can persist for days after eating rancid walnuts, undermining the very health benefits you hope to gain. Walnuts contain an imbalanced ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids that can disrupt your body's inflammatory response when consumed regularly. Seniors often have compromised antioxidant systems that struggle to neutralize the oxidative stress created by this fatty acid imbalance. Storage becomes critical with walnuts because they lose their nutritional value quickly under normal pantry conditions. Most commercially available walnuts have been stored for months before reaching consumers, increasing the likelihood of rancidity. Even properly stored walnuts in your refrigerator can develop off flavors and harmful compounds within weeks of opening. Senior health tips emphasize getting omega-3 fatty acids from more stable sources like fatty fish or algae-based supplements, rather than relying on nuts that can turn inflammatory. Number 3. Pecans. Pecans trigger blood sugar spikes through their processed versions that contain added sugars and inflammatory oils. This metabolic stress can interfere with how seniors benefit from nutritious foods like nuts. Understanding why pecans do not belong among the best nuts for seniors requires examining how commercial food processing transforms what could be a neutral food into a problematic one for blood sugar management. Most pecans sold in stores undergo extensive processing that strips away their natural protective compounds while adding ingredients that create inflammation and glucose instability. Manufacturers frequently coat pecans with corn syrup, cane sugar, or artificial sweeteners to enhance their flavor and extend shelf life. These added sugars cause rapid blood glucose elevation followed by dramatic crashes. This leaves you feeling tired, irritable, and craving more food within hours of eating. The oils used in commercial pecan processing present additional concerns for metabolic health. Many producers use cheap vegetable oils like soybean or canola oil that become oxidized during high-heat roasting processes. These damaged oils promote inflammation throughout your body while interfering with your natural insulin sensitivity. Your pancreas must work harder to manage blood sugar when these inflammatory oils are present in your system. This places additional strain on an organ that may already be compromised by decades of use. Even raw pecans present challenges for seniors because they are naturally high in calories and fats that can overwhelm a slower digestive system. Their rich composition tends to suppress appetite for extended periods, potentially leading to skipped meals and irregular eating patterns that further destabilize blood sugar control. This irregular eating schedule can trigger a cycle of metabolic dysfunction that affects energy levels, mood stability, and cognitive clarity. The fiber content in pecans, while beneficial in theory, can cause digestive discomfort in seniors with sensitive gastrointestinal systems. Number 4. Cashews. Cashews cause sodium overload and inflammatory oil exposure that place them among the nuts that seniors should avoid eating daily, particularly when consumed in their most common commercial forms. The processing methods used to prepare cashews for retail sale introduce multiple health concerns. These represent significant nutrition mistakes that many older adults unknowingly make when selecting what they believe are healthy snack options. The cashew processing industry relies heavily on high-sodium solutions to remove the natural toxins present in raw cashew shells. They then add additional salt during roasting to enhance flavor and preserve shelf life. This creates a double sodium burden that can elevate blood pressure within hours of consumption. Seniors taking blood pressure medications or managing cardiovascular conditions face particular risks because their bodies already struggle to regulate sodium balance effectively. The excess sodium forces your kidneys to work harder while potentially interfering with prescription medications designed to control hypertension. Commercial cashew preparation involves roasting in industrial oils that become inflammatory when exposed to the high temperatures required for large-scale production. These oils, typically soybean, cottonseed, or generic vegetable blends, undergo chemical changes during heating. This transforms them into trans fats and oxidized compounds. Your immune system recognizes these altered fats as foreign substances, triggering inflammatory responses that can persist for days after consumption. This chronic low-grade inflammation contributes to joint stiffness, cognitive decline, and increased susceptibility to infection. The coating process used on flavored cashews introduces additional chemical preservatives, artificial colors, and flavor enhancers that can cause digestive upset and allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. Many seniors experience increased food sensitivities as they age, making these additives particularly problematic for maintaining digestive comfort and overall well-being. Even organic, minimally processed cashews present challenges because they are naturally high in phytic acid, a compound that binds to essential minerals like zinc, iron, and magnesium, preventing their absorption. The evidence is clear. Brazil nuts, pistachios, peanuts, and almonds provide essential mineral support, circulation enhancement, protein stability, and muscle relaxation your body needs after 60. Macadamia nuts, walnuts, pecans, and cashews create metabolic stress, inflammatory responses, blood sugar instability, and sodium overload. Start with one change this week. Replace cashews with raw almonds, or swap walnut toppings for soaked almonds. Your daily nutrition choices accumulate into either vitality or decline. The energy you feel tomorrow and strength you maintain stem from today's decisions. If this video helped, please like and share. Subscribe for nutrition guidance and comment which nut change you're making first. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes, especially if you have existing health conditions or take medications.